Hopefully the sound is working this time. And while I'm gonna wait for somebody to come into the chat and tell me whether or not my sound is working, I'm going to grab a cloth and wipe down the pole. I have to figure out which spray bottle, let's see here, is the alcohol. That's water. Okay, this should be, yes, that is rubbing alcohol, for sure. Let's clean the pole down while we're waiting for people to come in. Safety check. Always want to make sure that's in there securely. I've seen too many videos of people flying off the pole, even though I would consider myself at this point a semi-pro when it comes to pole installation. If you are not, I would suggest you get somebody to do it professionally. Surya, can you hear me now, first of all? And we are not going to go over a detailed weight loss plan for you. That's not the purpose of this video. We are doing a pole workout. I am a personal trainer, among other things, and I would never give detailed advice like that to someone for free. So, okay, you can hear me now, that's good. So yeah, I don't do like customized workout meal plans for somebody for free, sorry. Most personal trainers, fitness people would not do that. So we are doing a pole workout today. I'm gonna get a little warmed up here. Let me get a song going. Song for a warm up. Here we go. We'll go with, oh, and I do want the, let's get the ceiling fan going. Do I want this one? No, I don't want that one. I want this one. That's what I want. Okay. So just a little warm up here. Get the blood flowing. Muscles warmed up so we can have a good workout. So today I'm doing a pole conditioning workout. Gonna work on some tricks and I was gonna say, maybe a little flow at the end if I feel up to it, depending on how the body's feeling. But that's the goal. Let's do some jumping jacks. I feel like I'm really up in your face right now. Very important to do a warm up for any workout that you're going to do, so you don't get injured. And then we'll do a little twist. Oh, just hit the pole. And a butt kick. Still in my little high knee. Hair is falling down. That's okay. Back to the jog. Jumping jacks are next. Here we go. Twist. Hair is falling down. Wait a second. We're just gonna let it do its thing. I don't want to stop. All right, there we go. Let me fix this mess. Usually it's a little curly and it stays better, maybe because it's straight. I didn't want to stay. Because it's hair tie too. This one's not any better. Whatever. We're just gonna do high point. All right, let's move on to our range of motion. There we go. Up and down with the head. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're gonna go right to left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna tilt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and gentle. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. And then we're going to circle for 5. Nice and slow and gentle. 1, 2, 3. This should feel nice. 4. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do some shoulder rolls back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I would not say that pole is the best thing for weight loss. It is great for upper body strengthening, core strengthening, confidence, body image. It's great for all those things, feeling sexy if you're working on dance moves. But it's not great for weight loss. It's more of a functional strength. And it's a lot of fun, but also painful. So if you don't have a pole, you're not going to be able to do today's workout, but you can just watch me struggle and groan. All right, and then let's take the wrists up and down. If you are relatively new to my channel and you're not aware, I've been a pole dancer for probably about 16 or 17 years now. And I used to do competitions. I owned a studio before the pandemic. That's why I have this truss system and this pole, and I have an aerial point on the beam behind me. And occasionally I'll teach friends if they want to come over and learn. I had a group of girls over this past weekend. I think 2 of them had never tried pole before. So that was really fun. I always love introducing pole to people who are brand new. They did really well. So unfortunately they live a little bit far from me, so they don't make it out here like on a regular basis. Otherwise I would be happy to teach them on a regular basis. I do always have people ask me if I'm going to open another studio, and the answer is no. It is not worth the stress and the frustration of running that type of business by yourself, in addition to being an instructor. Plus I have a back injury, so it would not be very smart of me to put the demand on my body of teaching on a regular basis anymore. And then we're going to do some circles for 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to reach up and over. let me turn this down a hair. What was I gonna say? Oh, and the other very difficult part of owning, especially a pole dancing studio, is it's very hard to find and keep instructors, which I found because it's such a niche. It's not like, I don't know, I feel like ballroom dancing or stuff like that, you probably have a lot more studios and a lot more instructors, but pole dancing is very niche. I don't think there's any studios around me. I think the closest studio is probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours away. I wouldn't mind teaching at a studio, but I'm not driving 2 hours a week to do it. All right, let's reach up and twist. Now, I'm perfectly happy just doing it on my own at this point in my life. As a workout, I don't feel the stress of having to improve on not doing competitions anymore. I'm not saying I will never do another competition, but not right now. There's a lot of, demand mentally and physically if you're gonna do that. All right, so we're gonna do a little cat-cow warm-up. Actually, I'm gonna braid this so it's out of my way a little bit more, since the bun obviously wasn't working very well. So if you're following along, you can go ahead and get on the floor and do a cat-cow. I'm just gonna tie my hair up here really quick. A little braid. Tomb Raider style. I do need a haircut, my hair's getting real long. I like it long, but a little trim would be nice. Okay, down to the floor for some cat-cows. Angle you down a little bit so you can see me. All right, round and arch. About 10 here, this is 3 for me. Pause at the top or the bottom if you need to. 8. 9. One more. And we're going to round it out, making little circles. Other way. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to come back up to standing. Take one leg forward and back, warming up the hips a little bit. And then we're going to do some circles. Other way. 5 each way, each direction here. And then the other side. So we'll do 10, forward and back. This is 8, 9, 10. Let's circle it out for 5, 4, 3, 2. I'll check the chat in a minute. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Couple of squats here for 10. Now I'm going to be using my inner thighs today for a layback. So definitely want to make sure those are warmed up. That's what I'm doing right now. That's probably 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to turn my toes forward and just do a little circle with the hips. Loosen everything up. We're almost done here. Okay, let's see what you guys have to say for yourselves. We have Puru. Welcome. Okay, so I already sprayed this down, but I discussed it up already. So we're going to spray it down again. I'm gonna wash my hands quickly with some soap and water. They feel a little oily. There we go. Gotta have very clean hands when you're doing pull. If you have any oils or anything like that on your hands, it's gonna make it very hard to do anything. All right, we're gonna start with a little scapular warm up here. So I'm just going to hold and pull up, engaging my scapula for 10. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and other side, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's do some climbs. I'm gonna do 2 different, actually, we're a little crazy today, do 3 different climbs. I haven't done a side climb in a very long time, so we'll see how this goes. We're gonna start with a regular climb, and then do a forearm grip climb, and then a side climb. So, look at the hair. Yep, I do. Okay, regular climb. Other side. I'm just gonna watch out for the ceiling fan. And this one's gonna be a forearm climb. I don't think you guys can see the top. Let me back you up. There we go. Now you can see the whole thing. Did I do this side? I don't know. I think I did. Did I do that side? We're gonna do it again just in case. There we go. All right, side climb. It's been a long time since I did this one. That was pretty good. Other side. You know, I always do both sides. This is my shoulder that gives me problems. Side climb, left side. Oh, this side's not good. Ugh. And it is very painful today. Did I skip last week? Ooh, I'm red. Yeah, today's gonna be a painful day. I can tell. Should have taken some Tylenol or something before I started. Too late now. Is it too late? Yeah, I don't have it handy. We're not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna suffer through. Okay, so now we're gonna do some knee tucks, which are good for abs and shoulder strength. Try to do sets of 3 to 5, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna be here and knees up to my chest. Readjust for the last one. There we go. Okay, and then we go the other side. No. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, itch, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We're gonna switch to, what do I want to do next? I guess we'll go for some leg hangs. And I kind of feel like spinning a little bit today. So we're gonna just, right off the bat, put this on spin pole mode. Make sure this is the right one. Actually, there are a couple things I want to do before I put this on spin pole, but let me make sure. Yeah, that's the right tool. Okay, a couple things I want to do before we start spinning. We are going to work on a couple pole tricks. We're going to work on a caterpillar climb, which is basically like climbing the pole upside down, like a caterpillar. You'll see why it's called caterpillar. Okay, here we go. Ow. See how it looks like a caterpillar? Put them at the top. All right, let's come down. Oh. And let's slide down. Condition the inner thighs a little bit. It's not going to feel good. Oh, it does not feel good. Okay. Other side. That was my good side. This side, probably going to be a little harder. And that's okay. It's okay. Maybe I'll do a little trick at the end too. On my foot, up, invert. Here we go. Climbing up the pole like a beautiful caterpillar. Oh. And that's the top. I'm going to come down just a little bit and re-grip and hold for a twisted grip. Aisha. Don't have the strength to take my feet off the pole. Maybe one foot. Just working on conditioning my shoulders a little bit. Okay, and let's slide down. We're not going to slide down, it hurts too much. I'm very grippy today though. Very grippy. That's good and bad. Good for holding. Doesn't feel good. Oops. Very painful. All right, let's wipe it down and then we'll try the twisted grip Aisha on the good side, which is still not good, but it's better than that side. So, catching my breath. And then we're gonna take a break after this and do a little ab exercise. And just kind of doing things as they come to mind. I do not have to work today, so we're in no rush. I don't feel rushed. Okay, twisted grip Aisha, second side. Here we go. So I'm going to do my little caterpillar and grab. This side feels much stronger. Let's see. I thought maybe I could hold it, but my body said no. Elbow grip Aisha, I can hold. We're gonna try twisted grip on both sides one more time. And this time I'm not gonna let go of both legs, and I'm just gonna work on holding the position, strengthening my shoulders a little bit, maybe trying to get my feet with less weight on the pole, so my arms are doing more of the work. I'm gonna start the bad side first. Okay, bad side. All right, feeling pretty grippy. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna push out like this and hold. Okay. That was a good little hold for the bad side. Let me give the shoulders a little bitty stretch in between. And then we will proceed with the better side, the good side. Here we go. I still feel sweaty. And as soon as I said that, it reminds me that I need to work on shoulder mounts before I get too sweaty, because those become impossible to do if you're too sweaty. So we will get on that next. Next project, shoulder mount. But for now we're working on twisted grip, Aisha. Okay, caterpillar it up, grab, and push out and hold. Okay, that's as long as I can hold it. And slither down like, so painful. Okay, shoulder mount. Actually, before shoulder mount, we're gonna take a little break and do some obliques. I love this exercise. It's actually really fun. I get my leg up and I clamp it on there. And then I let go. And I come down and get my elbow towards my knee. We're gonna do 10. Six, 7. You're going to go all the way down, all the way up. 8, 9, 10. Do you see how red my thigh is getting here? Okay. And then same thing other side. I'm going to get that leg up. This inner thigh is very tight. That's why I was bending over to try to help a little bit. Cheating, I guess you could say. 1, 2, 3. I am sweating now. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more. 8. Last one. All right, we'll take a little break there and move on to some shoulder mount action. I'm gonna wipe this just in case there is any sweat, because it'll prevent me from being able to pull myself up. Okay, shoulder mount. Let's see, do I have a bad side? I think this is my bad side. I like to do my bad side first. I'm still sweaty. Where's my towel? Hold on, I need a big towel. That's better. I always try to do my bad side first while I have more energy. I do have a little sweat on my back, so I gotta get that off. Eric, it's always wonderful to see you, goddess. Likewise, thanks for joining me as I torture myself. Okay, shoulder mount, bad side. Try to decide if I want to do some, I just did some abs, so we're just going to go right into it. Full shoulder mount, here we go. And we're just going to hold it for a second before coming to the pole, and then releasing down. Should we throw in a little handstand? conditioning for handstand. Okay, now we do shoulder mount. On the other side, I'm gonna hold it for a second, just like I did on the first side. Let me get my towel. Just wipe it off a little bit for maximum grip. Not a hair in the way. It's always something. We're gonna hold it here for a second. Should I try a little hot? Nope. A little too soon for that. But it was fun. Ugh. Okay, now, did I have a plan after the shoulder mount? If so, what was it? Shoulder mount. Then we're gonna do, actually, shoulder mount, I do want to do some laybacks. I think we can do a split grip or two. I don't know where I got this freaking bruise, but I don't usually bruise. Must have been pretty bad, but I don't remember. Okay, split grip. I'm gonna do a climb on the pole, and then just working on holding this split grip for as long as I can. I just wipe sweat on my hand. It's not gonna help me. Okay, so we do one little climb, and then we grip, and then we hold. There's about a 5-second hold. We'll wipe down to the other side. When it comes to pole, a little bit every day is definitely the way to go. When you're new, you might start bruising, and you don't want to keep going on a bruise because that could lead to an injury. So, if you're able to, this is for people who are interested in pole dancing, it is a very good idea to get a pole at home so you can do a little bit every day versus trying to just go once every week or two. You're not really missing progress, which is where we're at, because I only do this once every week or every 2 weeks, and I have to take breaks if my shoulder bothers me. So we're a little behind in life, and that's okay. Split grip second side. Here we go. Let's try to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 5-second hold. Now we will go into a layback, and then we'll put pull on spin. Because I said I was going to do that like a while ago, and I did not. So I did layback last time. Layback, in my opinion, is harder than cross knee release. Should I do both? I will do both. We're going to start with the harder one. I think it's always better to start with the harder thing. Okay, we'll start with the left side. Left side. Left side. Left leg on top. Oh, it's very painful today, I can tell you that. So I'm just working on holding it here. Do a little sit up. Re-grip. Okay. I'm happy with getting my hands off today. Eventually working towards being able to go all the way back in a nice controlled movement. Pole is not one of those things you should rush. You do have to build the strength to be able to do stuff safely and in a biomechanically good way, I guess. I digress. Let's do the right side. But now you know why I'm wearing these really freaking short. Ah! I'm a little sweaty. All right, let me wipe some sweat off. Sorry, this is kind of gross. There. I think I even have sweat on my butt. There we go. Okay. Now, pardon me. Let's try that again. turn the AC down a little bit. Maybe that's part of the problem. Okay. AC is up a little bit, which should help with the sweating issue. Okay. We do a climb. We do a grip. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Oh. It also hurts my tailbone. Let's see, can I hold this side? I don't like my flexed foot, but it helps with the grip. I don't feel comfortable enough to let go, so we're going to use a hand on the pole and just hold and see if I can point those feet. Not as secure as the first side, but we're going to hold it a couple more seconds to work on the strengthening. Okay, that's good. Oh, my thighs hate me. Oh. Okay. Next. Ooh. See how red that is? Okay, next we're going to do cross knee release, which is a little bit easier in theory than layback. It's still going to hurt. It's probably going to make me more red. It's fine. It's fine. And then I think we're going to do a flow after that. Put this on spin pole and just do a little flow until I get too sweaty and can't do anymore. That's the plan. So, cross knee release, left side, here we go. Oh, my thighs are burning. I think the pole is getting slippery from when I'm climbing. My shins are sweaty. That's the problem. Okay, so I'm not going back. I'm just going to hold it here for 5, 4, as little weight in my hands as possible. 3, 2, 1. Oh, ouch. And then, so I'm going to wipe off my shins. That's the problem. Other side. Here we go. Right side. Take a little break. I know it's going to hurt. That's probably also why I'm putting it off, to be honest. But you just got to do it. Just got to do it. Okay, here we go. Second side. Lock it in. Oh, this side feels much better, actually. Okay, success. Ow. Gosh, my skin is very sensitive today. Feeling the burn. Okay, moving along. We're going to do a little flow at this point. So I am going to put some shoes on. I'm going to wipe the pole down, put it on spin. Where's my tool? Oh, here it is. Let's put it on spin. We're going to go for a little spin. I do love spin pole, even if I can't tolerate it that much right now. And we're going to do some moves that I haven't practiced today. So we'll get those in. There we go, now we're spinning. Definitely going to have to do a wipe down. Move the mat out of the way. Don't need it. Don't want to make holes in it with the shoes. All right, let me grab some shoes quickly. Aha. All right, we are going with basic silver chrome today. You can get a sip of water, and we we shall proceed. I do wish I had better music, but it's okay. All right, pole is on spin. I think I wiped it down, but I'm probably gonna wipe it down again. Let's get some grip. Should we do hair down or up? Are we digging the braid? I guess we'll leave the braid. I do like to have my hair down when I do pole dancing sometimes. Okay, let me put these shoes on. Another sip of water. Okay. I do not recommend putting shoes like this on standing up. That could be a problem. I also don't want to mess up my pedicure, so I'm not going to be doing too much floor work today. Just pole tricks mostly. Of course, we still have to transition from the floor to standing into the pole. I haven't practiced some fun transitions for a while. Okay. Now, let me wipe some sweat off. And then we're ready to proceed. Ugh. Get as dry as I can. Yeah, it's better to have the hair up. If I have it down, I'm gonna sweat more. Okay, I think we're good. And, ooh, I gotta move this chain so I don't kick it with my heel. Gotta move the chain out of the way without getting my head cut off. There we go. One more wipe of the pole. And then let's pick a song out of my string. I've only got like 10 songs to choose from. What do we want to listen to? This one's pretty fast. Yeah, that was too fast. I don't feel like doing fast today. Oh, I kind of am digging that one. Let's see what this one sounds. No. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. That's my final choice. Get the pole nice and clean. And then I'm gonna turn the music up and then we'll proceed. A little grip. Alrighty, here we go. Got a little slippery there towards the end. Ooh, that was good though. Overall, I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad that song was short. All right, time to take the shoes off. Ooh, that was a good little workout. I almost wasn't gonna do it today, but I was committed. All right, let me take these off. Again, I recommend sitting down to take shoes off and on, but I'm lazy, so we're standing. All right, stretchy time. Let's start with the shoulders. Circle it out. Oh, that feels good. Oh, 2 more. And then I'm going to switch directions. Alright, and we're going to reach up and over, stretch out the sides. I did a lot with the sides today with those obliques and my lats. Pole is like all lats. So always got to stretch those out. And other side. Oh, feels good. All right, and then we're going to step on my back and stretch out the hip flexors. Hip flexors also important when doing inverts. That's all hip flexors. I'm going to take it down to the ground and then just gently bring it forward. And then other side. And I'm going to drop the knee down, tuck and push down again. Oh, that feels good. I'm going to roll up my neck next, and then go back to the legs probably. That feels good. All right, I'm going to hold it down in the middle. All right, and we're going to take it over to one side. Stretch it out there. I like to reach my fingertips towards the ground, get a little extra stretch. And then rotate. There's fuzz in my armpit. And over to the other side, gently pulling down. Did a lot with the neck today. And then turn. Alright, I'm going to put the pull off spin. There we go. And then, a little bit tighter. Okay, do a little hammy stretch on the pole. Working on straightening the legs a little bit here. Bottom leg is straight. Let's see if we can get that top leg a little straighter, maybe up a little higher. Not quite straight, that's okay. Still a very good stretch. All right, now we're gonna put the foot up and turn for a straddle. I might have to drop it down a little bit so I can rotate. There we go. All right, and we're gonna take that leg off. Try to hold it up when I take it off. Perfect. Other side. I feel like this is going up my butt. There we go. Okay. Right side. Straighten the bottom leg. Work on straightening the top leg. Squaring the hips. All right, and then we're gonna rotate, drop the foot down. There we go. That's a good stretch. And release, keep the foot up. All right, what else? Hamstrings, we stretch hip flexors. Oh, we definitely do inner thighs. So I'm gonna start with a wide squat, and I like to drop one shoulder. That's a really nice little lower back stretch. Feels really good. Well, I have to say today was pretty painful, but much needed. All right, inner thigh stretch, dropping the hips down, point and flex. Much needed. And then the other side. Point and flex. Alrighty. And then we're going to circle the hips out. What else? We did shoulders, we did neck. Let's do some wrist. A little more shoulder actually. We're going to do some pecs. Pec stretch. Nice and gentle. Since this is my side that is pissed off. Wow, that feels good. And we'll pec stretch the other side. All right. Next, we will take the arm across. Looks very windy outside today. Oh, I feel that one. Three more deep breaths. And other side. wrists a little bit here. Just pull back. Hold for a few seconds. And shake it out. All right, and that concludes my pole workout for the day. I will be back live on this channel on Wednesday, every Friday, 11 a.m., doing some type of workout. I feel like usually Wednesdays it's going to be more like HIIT, body weight workouts, and then Fridays is more aerial, but could be either or. Thanks for joining. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Good day.